A Hollywood star sues South Park for $100 million over a brutal parody. Rachel Zegler claims defamation, but Trey Parker and Matt Stone aren't backing down. Their response? Savage, hilarious, and sparking a free speech firestorm. Stick around as we unpack this legal showdown, the Snow White backlash, and why this lawsuit might change satire forever. The internet exploded when Rachel Zegler, star of Disney's live-action Snow White, filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit against South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Why? A recent episode mocked her role in the troubled remake, and she's not laughing. This isn't just a celebrity spat. It's a clash of free speech, satire, and Hollywood's culture wars. Let's dive into what happened, why Zegler's suing, and how South Park's fighting back. South Park's been roasting celebrities for 28 seasons. From Kanye West to Meghan Markle, no one's safe. Their formula? Take a hot-button issue, crank the absurdity to 11, and let the laughs rip. In April 2025, they dropped a special episode titled Snow Woke, parodying Disney's Snow White remake. The film's already a lightning rod, $270 million budget, reshoots, and a dismal $87 million opening weekend. Zegler's casting as Snow White, a character described as having skin as white as snow, sparked debate. Her public comments didn't help. She called the 1937 original dated and its prince a stalker. On X, she posted free Palestine alongside trailer hype and later slammed Trump supporters. Disney even hired a social media guru to vet her posts. In Snow Woke, South Park doesn't hold back. Zegler's caricature is a self-righteous diva, preaching about woke casting while dodging fruit thrown by cartoon dwarves. The episode skewers Disney's diversity push, with Bob Iger as a bumbling CEO snorting woke dust. It's classic South Park, crude, biting, and equal opportunity offensive. Fans loved it, but Zegler didn't. On April 11, 2025, she filed a lawsuit claiming the episode defamed her, damaged her career, and incited harassment. Her lawyers argue the exaggerated parody crosses legal lines, portraying her as a hypocritical activist and fueling death threats. They're seeking $100 million and an injunction to pull the episode. Defamation's tricky to prove. Zegler must show South Park knowingly spread false statements as fact, causing real harm. Satire, though, gets wide legal protection under the First Amendment. South Park's built on exaggeration. Nobody takes it as gospel. Past lawsuits against them, like Yelp's $10 million claim in 2011, flopped because courts see their work as protected speech. Zegler's team points to her X posts, where she's faced slurs and threats since the episode aired. They argue South Park's influence amplifies harm, especially in a polarized climate. But can a cartoon really be liable for fan behavior? Parker and Stone didn't stay quiet. On April 22, 2025, they dropped a YouTube clip from their studio. Matt Stone leans into the camera, smirking. Rachel, if you can't handle a joke, maybe Snow White's glass coffin is still open. Trey Parker adds, We've been sued before. Spoiler, we're still here. Their tone's defiant, even gleeful. They mock the lawsuit's price tag, with Stone joking, $100 million, we don't have that in Beavis and Butthead reruns money. Fans ate it up, but critics called it tone deaf, accusing them of punching down at a young actress. This isn't South Park's first legal rodeo. In 2007, a guy sued over a character in Imagination Land, claiming it ripped off his idea. The case tanked. In 2011, a viral video creator tried to sue for copyright over a what in the butt parody. Another loss. Courts consistently shield South Park's satire, citing fair use and free speech. Legal experts doubt Zegler's case will stick. Brian Ziesk, a media lawyer, told Rolling Stone, defamation requires malice and falsehood presented as fact. South Park's a cartoon, not a documentary. Good luck proving that in court. But Zegler's not alone in her fight. Her fans argue South Park's mockery fuels real-world hate. X posts show users calling her woke trash, or worse, often referencing the episode. A Reddit thread on r/saltierthankrate, a pro-Zegler subreddit, calls the parody racist dog whistling, tying it to backlash against her Latina casting. Meanwhile, South Park fans on Jordan Peterson defend the episode, arguing it exposes Hollywood's hypocrisy. The divide's stark, half see Zegler as a victim, half as a snowflake who can't take a joke. Disney's in a tough spot. They're Not named in the lawsuit, but the episode drags their brand through the mud. Sources say execs are furious but wary of wading in. In 2024, they faced a lawsuit from Gina Carano, fired from The Mandalorian for controversial posts. That case made Disney gun-shy about policing speech. Variety reports they've beefed up security for Zegler and co-star Gal Gadot, who's also faced backlash for her pro-Israel stance. Disney's silence speaks volumes. They're letting Zegler fight this alone. The Snow White remake's troubles started long before South Park. Announced in 2016, it hit snags early. Peter Dinklage criticized the dwarf portrayal, calling it regressive. Disney pivoted, using CGI magical creatures instead, inflating costs. Zegler's casting in 2021 drew ire from purists who wanted a traditional Snow White. Her X posts, especially the Free Palestine comment, alienated some fans. The trailer's 120 million views came with a flood of hate comments. Critics panned the film with a 36% Rotten Tomatoes score. Box office analyst Jeff Bach told Variety, "Too much controversy surrounded this film for years. South Park just lit the fuse." South Park's response isn't just talk. On April 25, 2025, they aired a follow-up episode, Lawsuit Land. It's a middle finger to Zegler's claims. In it, a fictional Rachel Zegler sues the town for $100 trillion over a school play. The townsfolk, led by Cartman, double down, staging an even raunchier play. It's a masterclass in trolling. Parker and Stone lean into the controversy, daring Zegler to escalate. X lit up, with the South Park Savage trending. Some praised their guts, others called it bullying. What's Zegler's endgame? Her lawsuit demands the episode's removal, but that's a long shot. Comedy Central's parent, Paramount, paid $900 million for South Park specials in 2021. They're not yanking content over hurt feelings. Her $100 million claim seems more symbolic, signaling she's serious about her image. But the Streisand effect's real. Suing South Park only amplifies the parody's reach. Clips of Snow Woke now have millions of YouTube views. Far die. More than before the lawsuit. The broader issue is satire's role in a divided world. South Park's always pushed boundaries, but today's social media amplifies their impact. A 2023 study from Pew Research found 60% of Americans think online harassment is a major problem. Zegler's team argues South Park's parody isn't just a joke, it's a catalyst for hate. Parker and Stone counter that satire exposes truth, and policing it risks censorship. They've got history on their side. In 2005, they took on Scientology, sparking threats but no legal loss. In 2010, their Muhammad episode led to censorship, but they kept pushing. Zegler's career's at a crossroads. At 23, she's a Golden Globe winner for West Side Story, but Snow White's flop hurts. Her outspokenness, calling out the Oscars in 2022, bashing Trump, makes her a target for trolls. Supporters say she's standing up for her values. Detractors call her reckless. Either way, taking on South Park's a bold move. Win or lose, she's cemented as a polarizing figure. For Parker and Stone, it's business as usual. They've outlasted lawsuits, boycotts, and bans. This is just another day in South Park. The legal battle's just starting. Zegler's team filed in California, where defamation laws are strict but favor free speech. Discovery could drag out, with depositions from Parker, Stone, and maybe Zegler herself. If it goes to trial, expect a circus. South Park thrives on chaos. Some speculate a settlement's possible, but neither side seems ready to blink. Zegler wants vindication. Parker and Stone want to keep roasting. What's the bigger picture? This lawsuit tests satire's limits in a hypersensitive era. If Zegler wins, it could chill comedy, giving celebrities a playbook to sue over jokes. If South Park prevails, it's a green light for more boundary-pushing humor. The culture war's front and center. Free speech versus harm, art versus accountability. X reflects the split. One user posts, "Zegler's brave for fighting back." Another writes, "She's just mad South Park held a mirror up. Hollywood's watching closely." Disney's live-action remakes, already under fire, face more scrutiny. South Park's not just a show, it's a cultural force, shaping how we laugh at power. Parker and Stone have spent decades proving they won't bend. Zegler's betting $100 million they will. Who's got the edge? The law's on South Park's side, but public opinion's fickle. Zegler's got a loyal base, but so do Parker and Stone. This fight's about more than a cartoon. It's about who gets to laugh, who gets to cry, and who gets to decide. As the case heats up, one thing's clear. South Park's not done trolling, and Zegler's not done fighting. The next court filing drops soon, and it's got a twist nobody saw coming.